Guys, what's up? This is Blaze the movie fan, and in the last retrospective video I made a poll asking what my next retrospective video should be. Let's take a look at the results of that poll, shall we? Holy shit, looks like Meet My Friend Ingimar won by a landslide. You guys voted for it and you guys got it. Today's retrospective video is gonna be on Meet My Friend Ingimar. And for those of you who voted for something else, don't worry. I will try to get to some of these eventually. Now before I start, there are a few things that you should keep in mind. First of all, I'm gonna do this a bit differently from my other retrospective videos. I am not gonna give my overall opinion on the videos that I'm talking about here after I'm done talking about them. Because it would get very redundant if I said this video is beyond fucking awesome after I'm done talking about each video. So instead, I'm gonna tell you notes about each video that doesn't apply to the other Ingimar videos. But I will give my overall opinion on a few occasions. And those occasions is when there is something special to add. Second, this won't just be a history of the series Meet My Friend Ingimar. I will also be going over my history with him in general. Explaining how we first met and tell some stories that happened long before part 1 of the series was even thought of. It was the year 1995 and I became a student of Longholtskóli. We were in a special department of autism. Oh god, I hate that fucking word. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm not open about the fact that I have autism at all. Because most of the times on the internet, that word is used to describe idiots. And I don't like to be associated with that. That is the reason why I rarely talk about my autism on the internet. Now let's move on to the high school I went to. Menntaskólinn in Kópavogi, aka the High School of Kópavogur. When I started in that school, Ingimar was nowhere in sight. In fact, I didn't think about him at all during those years. Some of you might be wondering why that is. Well, it's because the reason that I stated earlier. I barely even talked to him when I was back in elementary school. And because of that, I obviously didn't miss him. But thankfully, I met up with him for the final few years in high school. And just like in elementary school, we didn't talk much. Now would I say that I was a friend of him back then? Or in elementary school for that matter? No, I wouldn't, as I barely interacted with him. I would just say that we were fellow students. Now let's move on to half a decade after I graduated from high school. As for Meet My Friend Ingimar Part 2, well, Ingimar is very fucking funny in that video and the video is fun to watch. But there is nothing new to point out about that video. There is nothing about it that makes it stand out from other videos. Except maybe the fact that I briefly touched on how we first met. But I do it so much better in this video, so it doesn't count. Especially since I spent less than a minute talking about it. But the thing about it is, there is nothing about it that really makes the video stand out. Hey guys, what's up? This is Place the Movie. In fact, it is for the most part just like the rest of them. And welcome to yet another Meet My Friend Ingimar video. How are you guys doing today? I don't know how to very good. Oh. June. Oh, is that June? Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm June. I love to dance. Let's dance together.
From what movie or TV show is she from? Ingimar. Ingimar. But the thing about it is, this video had the potential of being different from the other ones. By the end of the video, me and Ingimar were talking about playing some card games. And if the video actually showed that, the video would be different from the rest. But as it stands, it's just like the rest, nothing special. Guys, the good news is that we found some useful fucking cards. Yeah, my father told me exactly where the cards are located. And there you go, we have it. And in case you guys are wondering, this is oral starters, cheese starters. What? So you can see exactly what he's doing. There. I can see it better. Now it's time to tell you what part 5 of Meet My Friend Ingimar was originally supposed to be. So basically, there was this restaurant in Reykjavik called Hörtur, which translates to English as Robin Hood. It was a fucking awesome pizza restaurant. In fact, I went to it almost every week. And the restaurant was there since I was a fucking kid. And that is the location where the video was originally supposed to be recorded. But something terrible happened. It was shut down before I could get around to making the video. Which really sucks. This was gonna be such a great video. Showing a new restaurant, that would be so fucking awesome. But unfortunately, I never got around to recording that restaurant. Which is sad because it was a great restaurant. Now it's time to talk about the actual part 5. Since we couldn't go to Robin Hood, we did the next best thing. We went to Eldsmithjan, the oven. And Ingimar read all those books. But the best thing to note about that video is the fact that it marks the first time where I use a skit in one of those videos. And it won't be the last time. Now the last thing to note about this video is the fact that it's one of the very few eating videos that I made over the years that's not boring. But it's not the best video when it comes to that aspect. Another video like that will be talked about later on in this video. But yeah man, that is so fucking awesome. Now this video is something special. I didn't arrive to Ingimar's place by a car. I didn't arrive there by a bus. Instead, my Delphox fucking teleported me there. And you know what? That's fucking awesome. Now Ingimar never actually interacted with that Delphox. But the fact that I used it to teleport to Ingimar was so fucking awesome, man. But there is something to note about the video after that fucking awesome skit. Ingimar brought up Mighty Mouse, and I watched it with him. You know, this would have been the golden opportunity to actually talk about that fucking show. And guess what? I never fucking did. Damn, talk about a missed opportunity. Now here's a fun fact. I did make a poll later asking if I should review Mighty Mouse. I shouldn't have made the fucking poll, I should have just gone through it. But even now, a couple of years later, I never fucking did review it. And I never got around to reviewing Lucky Luke, which is another show from Ingimar's childhood which I personally love. Ah well, it's never too late to review something. I don't plan on reviewing either in the near future, but I hope to eventually. Now it's time to talk about Part 8 Birthday Edition. This video is beyond fucking awesome. In fact, I would go as far as to say that it's one of the best videos in the series. Yeah, I share it. Most videos in Meet My Friend Ingimar only has me and Ingimar. And occasionally some staff members. There are very few Meet My Friend Ingimar videos that have more people than that. But I haven't gotten to the best part yet. The best part about this video is the fact that this is the video that introduces Ingimar's sister and father. And holy shit man, Ingimar's father is such a fun guy. He is beyond fucking awesome actually. Unfortunately, there is something sad that I have to reveal. There is a Meet My Friend Ingimar video that never saw the light of day. And it's completely my fault. You see, I accidentally deleted the video clip before I could upload it to YouTube. In fact, I deleted it before it even managed to get to my fucking computer. I cleared my camera before I could transfer the clip to my computer. And that is so sad, and it's one of my biggest regrets in my career on YouTube. So unfortunately, the best thing I can do now is to describe exactly what happened in the video. Basically I brought front bars, or lava bars as they are called in English. I had a pack of those. And I also brought some fucking milk. I recorded myself and Ingimar eating the shrine and the milk. And the best part about it is, he was also very fucking happy about the Christmas present that he got. Yeah, this video was recorded between Christmas Day and New Year's Day. This would have been such a great video if I ever uploaded it, but I sadly never did, and that sucks. Now it's time to talk about part 9 that actually happened. Now that the original part 9 never saw the light of day, one thing that was gonna be in that part did appear in the actual part 9, and that's fucking awesome. And that's when I showed Ingimar the present I bought him. And it's a fucking awesome looking Mario doll of some sort. The first part of the video is me and Ingimar playing bowling games. And watching us two play bowling games was hell of a fun to watch for sure. But there is something very special to note about that video. It has an eating portion that's not fucking boring. Yeah, I share it. I don't know how the hell I managed to record myself and Ingimar eating without making it look boring. But in this video I fucking did it. Now it's time to talk about the least scary Halloween themed video of all time. This is obviously an exaggeration. And I also mentioned how I experienced trick-or-treating for the first time. In this video, there's like fucking Santa Claus. And it's the most foul-mouthed Santa Claus I've ever seen. And that is beyond fucking awesome, man. Anyway, what's so interesting about this video is the fact that Ingimar opened the present days after Christmas. The present I gave him, that is. Now it's time to talk about part 16, and oh god, what a disaster this video was. I know many people like it, but let's be honest here. If the video had nothing to do with Ingimar, would you still like it as much as you did? I highly doubt that you would. Now to be fair, it's one of the only 2 videos of the series that are bad, which really is saying something. I think the main reason why it sucked is because it was originally meant to be something else. Alright, let's get into the main issue with the video. And that's the fact that there is nothing new brought to the table. Is there really a point of making a new episode of the series if there is nothing new you can bring to the table? Honestly, there isn't. Just making the same video over and over again becomes redundant. There is nothing new about this video at all, except for one thing. And that's the fact that they recorded around the neighborhood of Ingimar. But the problem is, it was fucking raining. So I had to rush back in. Hey guys, what's up? This is Blaze the Mover and welcome to Meet My Friend Ingimar part... What part is it?
16.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm gonna eat this. It's a fucking carrot cake. Yeah, yes please, I would like a fucking milk with this.
Oh.
Anyway. Now, a lot of you suggested that you should do a stream with Ingimar. And I was going to do that, but unfortunately he couldn't make it to my home last weekend. I'm very sorry about that. So, yeah. Now what new can I bring to the table that isn't in the other Ingimar videos? Yeah, nothing else I can go. Where? Okay, let's try this. Why is nothing happening? So yeah, what could potentially be a good aspect of the video was fucking ruined by a rain. Now a lot of the first few episodes of Meet My Friend Ingimar were redundant as well. There was barely anything new about these either, but that is excusable as those were the first few episodes. But there is absolutely no fucking excuse for episode 16 of that series to be as bad as it was. Let's hope to never make a video as redundant as that. Now it's time to talk about episode 17 of the series, which is the latest episode at the time I'm making this video. Now most of this video consists of him and me playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And here's a fun fact, this is something that my fans actually suggested. And I thought it was a fucking great suggestion, and that's why I went through with it. Now before this video came out, I have never made a video showcasing my mother's lasagna. So this video marks the first time I show it. And I'm glad I showed it in a fucking Ingimar video, because a lot of people watch this. So a wide audience was able to see the video. I'm sure that if I made a standalone video of just showing my mother's lasagna, a lot of people would watch that as well. And I don't want to make another Meet My Friend Ingimar video that turns out as bad as part 16. I mean, it might be fine on its own merits, but if you compare it with the rest of the Meet My Friend Ingimar videos, there is really nothing special about it.